Check it out, Bum Shadows here with once again an impromptu. And the reason I did this is I got a sweet effing interview tomorrow with Waddy from Waddy's channel, aka Damien Riot, and we're going to be talking to him about a very exciting development for the MRW line. And for those that don't know, MRW is a line and a Waddy channel exclusive that is in the mold of the old LJNs that you come to know and love. So, and the big signing and they showed it off on Wednesday. If you missed it on Waddy and L on Wednesday or yesterday, they actually showed the what's it called? The prototype. There we go. Not John Cena in his early career, but the prototype. So tomorrow night at 7, we'll have Waddy on. We'll talk all about it. I want to get into detail on this Bastion Booger LJN style. It looks really sweet. And yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. Speak of the Damien Riot himself. 18 more hours. Oh, wait, too soon. Speak of the Damien Riot. There he is. All the glory. So, hell yeah, I can't wait to talk to you, bro, tomorrow. It'll be fun. Oh. How could I not? All respects to my favorite energy drink, Monster. Strawberry Dreams. Hey, yo, Dusty, I just saw your text pop up on the top of my phone. That's pretty funny. Good to see ya here. I was just going into saying, looking forward to a nice, you know what? And this, I wouldn't call this one an interview. I think the first one was. I'd say like a chat, if you will, between two dudes with attitudes, you know? So, yeah, I can't wait to talk to Waddy tomorrow. I want to, hear all about this Bastion Booger that I've seen all over the place, getting rave reviews from not only like big influencers, but the Mike Shaw legacy itself, giving mad props to it. Even Chris Dreyer liked it. I saw that comment. Okay. Who's drinking a Voodoo Grape Monster, damn it? Oh, Destiny. Nice. I have to try that one. 24 more hours until the dual live stream. No way, Blackbeard's reincarnation. Okay. We're pirates in the family, Hey, walk the plank. It's all good, man. I don't care. I learned like certain things are just gonna be repeated or, no pun intended, parroted. If I was like Coco Beware or a pirate, I'd have a parrot on my shoulder, baby. Maybe I still can. Hey, life holds so many opportunities. So if one day I do get a parrot to sit on my shoulder, I will. And I still won't be a pirate, baby. So go ahead, say what you say. It's all good. I don't really care. Fly the L made it. Oh, baby. Arg, says Destiny. Matthew. Smug needs to stand by as I turn myself into a pirate. LJN. Oh, see? We're all pirates here. Hey, Smuck. We're all pirates here. Don't forget to like it. Oh, thank you, Destiny. Absolutely. So, yeah, I guess pirate things aside, would have been a good segue if I had another Jean Pierre Lafitte to open, but not so much. Oh, there we go. Right on cue. Thank you, Godfried. Oh, goodness. Gilbert Gottfried? Is that you? Are you back? Thank you. You were right on cue. I don't know if you knew that or not. We were just talking about you. So the arr, there you go. You happy? Because I don't care. So anywho, tonight's big agenda is I've been stacking them up, baby, and not just pictures of myself naked or money. It's figures. Grapplers and gimmicks coming out like hotcakes. Hold up a second. There's only 5 likes, so I better see it go up to 8. Oh, I'm actually surprised it's that high already. Thank you, Dustin. Gilbert, thank you. I got the One Piece, says Godfried. I don't know. One time, I would enjoy a 5-piece chicken nugget from Wendy's. Are we on the same page? Honey mustard. There we go. All right. Gilbert, yeah, well, why do you like that? What the frig was I talking about? You derailed me. Oh, I have a million grapplers and gimmicks and other companies coming through with figgy poos, and I'm just like, you know what? It's gonna stack up. I want these bays out of the package. Hamburger. Some of the comments are weird tonight. I don't care if it translates into views, so go for it, but this is really weird. Hamburger. Hamburglar? I like the Hamburglar. He was cool. I used to have a mask like a Hamburglar mask. I didn't have the beard though, and I had it. Just Hamburger? No, Hamburglar don't have a beard, I don't think. One Piece, the anime. The anime. No, you know what? I actually gathered that, but I know absolutely nothing about that anime, so I had to go the chicken nugget route. We're all having fun here. No, whatever. I'm not mad. Everything's good. As long as I get to open my effing, if I could ever show my Tatanka, which does mean buffalo. I've had this puppy for a long time, and I got more graps and gims coming up. And I also got the OG Tatanka Hasbro up in this biatch. So I figured, you know what? Let's do it, baby. Let's effing do it. Let's open the grapplers and gimmicks. That's supposed to be, I think, this one. Now, you can't touch an original. Well, you can touch an original Hasbro if you get it, baby. But you can't, in value to me, touch a Hasbro. You know, you can touch it with your little hands or your little grubby paws, but that's why I have gloves on. I'm not even touching it, baby. So we got this. Now, Grapplers and Gimmicks, for all those that don't know, is Hastel Toy. It's a company I really enjoy. My only gripe on them is, we'll see about this headdress too, is a lot of the headwear falls off. Now, recently they had a Sal Sincere, the hat stayed on. But then I got the Slaughter and the Adnan, the hats didn't stay on. So hopefully there's more development in the hat on the head technology. Anime about pirates. Whoa, I'm dropping the phone, baby. Tatanka, holy shit. Yes, it is, the one and only. Do you have the Doink the Clown? I do. I have the OG Hasbro. Then I got one purposely for my fig fed with like broken fingies on it and like mangy hair and everything. And then I got 2 of the Mattel ones. And these are all ideas. And it also kind of coincides with, I got the ICP 2-pack coming from Figure Collections. Could it be a clown stable? I'm giving too much away. But yes, this is the Tatanka, baby. Original Harrisburg, probably one of my least favorites. I like how it's said from Grapplers and Gimmicks. It'll be nice to see what they look like off card. Hell yeah. I'm ready to trade my Hulk Hogan original Playboy edition. Godfrey, if you had something like that, you got some money, baby. You know, I don't want to see it, but you get some money. Unless it's like an interview you're talking about. Yeah. Gotta loves ICP. Destiny loves the ICP. Oh, I didn't know if I told you, Destiny. This company figure collections came out with 2 different sets of ICP retro style figures, which of course you know are some of these and some of them's. So I was like, damn, you know what? Damn it, I need those. So for now, I just got the one set that's more limited, and it comes with the hatchets. And the other set comes with the microphones. The set I got has more yellow with like a red outline on it, you know, with the Jekyll and everything with the face. And the other one is like red and black. I do want to eventually get the other one, but I knew one was limited, and I definitely at least needed one if they both sold out. So damn pretty cool, you know. Yeah, man. And they, you know, they not only run a wrestling fig now, but they wrestled in WWF, they wrestled in WCW, you know, like ECW, they were there. So, hell yeah. From a garage sale, says Godfried. Some would say I need a bitch. Whoa! Destiny. I subs. Hell yeah, Godfried. I appreciate you. Well, that's limited, bro. Keep it. Heck yeah, Godfrey. Now you better like the live too. Zombie sale or loose fig sale. Oh, yeah, Easter. Tomorrow at noon. Good point, L. Thank you. I did want to talk about that. It's the song, brother. You know, I'm old. What can I do? You know, I try to stay hip to the game. Sometimes I just slip, you know. I'm still listening to like Cypress Hill and Wu Tang and Red Hot Chili Peppers and other 90s stuff that I just, you know, I don't think it's so much years and so much time. So forgive me, sometimes I do miss the cool songs that are going on. I used to have more of a grip on it when I used to make the YouTube shorts because, like, I'd look for the popular songs and just put them to 90s wrestling clips just to try to get some views, but Lance Bass. Hacksaw Bum Duggan. All right. Damn it. I love it. Good job, Lance. Lance, by the way, if anyone doesn't know, Lance Bass, by the way, 2022. Frequent dude, visitor on not only my live stream, but Waddy and L's famous live stream as well. And always a good guest. But he comes up with some of the coolest nicknames. And Hacksaw Bum Duggan, damn it, that's great. And I love it. And I will always accept it. So damn it, Lance, good job. Fidel loves it. Bum has the best hair and best beard ever. Wish I could do it. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, we all got our talents and skills. Mine's growing hair. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, but shout out to Lance, always coming up. And not only that, like he knows what he's talking about. He's a good commentator, and we always love seeing him on any stream. I love running into him on chat or seeing him on here saying "Fly Boss Man." For all you fans, you know Fly the L. You already know him. I'm not even gonna say it. All right, Godfrey. Pirate trivia. Okay. Here we go. This is from Godfrey. We get some trivia here for anybody in the chat. And I'll try to. They wear earrings believed to cure seasickness and clearer eyes. Also, the dye they when they dye the earring will be served at as the funeral payment, as the Codex said. Whoa, Codex. Man, I read that bad, but like it's all there. Bro. You gotta tell me on that one. But hell yeah for knowing all that stuff. Although I got the eye patch, although I got the beard and the hair, believe it or not, I am not well versed in pirate trivia. Not even Pittsburgh Pirates trivia. So, although I do know Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla, wait, that's a baseball thing. Not even Jason can complain about bum, I think. I wish he would. I don't know. Like, in a weird way, I wish he would, but I guess no. Honestly, no. I'm glad he doesn't. I'm a peaceable person. I know, like, there's been like some little mini beefs here and there. Maybe some of them are my fault, but nah. I've had a clearer sense in 2026. I've tried to be a better guy. So what's it called? What was I even getting to? So yeah, no, I don't. I want Jason to, if he, I'd love it if he enjoyed my content. That'd be great. But if he hates it, he hates it. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna stop or do anything drastic. I'll just be like, all right, well, another person that ain't drinking my cup of Lipton, baby, and that's fine. We all come in shapes, sizes, and colors, so it is what it is. I probably. If I wasn't choking to death, lie that on a little thick. But that's okay, baby. I like it thick. Fly by. Oh, I already read that. Not the Hammer Valentine. I do like that. And coincidentally, Waddy made a pretty sweet LJ and Valentine. I knew he had a Legends deal. I think I told him somehow, but like, whatever he came up with, those effing dope. So that's my story on that. Bum reminds me of Captain Jack Sparrow. I feel happy. It's all good, man. Hey, I'll take it. Jason is awesome. LOL. I never cleared it with him to roast him. We both complain about modern life. We love the 80s. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. 80s, 90s. I'd say for me, definitely the second half of the 80s and the 90s, because that's when I like grew up, you know. Or maybe it was really last year I grew up. No, I still haven't grown up. But that's when I technically, as you know, age goes, grew up. So yeah, definitely hits the heartstrings, gives a tingle in the old scrotum. Definitely. Tingle in the heart. Tingle in the pants. What do we get here? Godfried for the eye patch. They use it when going down the boat. It's dark, so the eyes that has the eye patch will have a faster time adjusting from bright to dark. Godfried, holy crap, dude. What are you, an encyclopedia? And I mean that in a compliment. Wow, bro. I never knew that. I would never claim to have known that. That's effing awesome. Thank you for that info. No, I'm not even being like sarcastic or anything. That's effing awesome. I never knew that. I never knew that. Me, it's just because I am actually blind in the eye, but I didn't know that about the pirates with the eye patch unless you just pulling me chain. No, but I think you're telling it how it is. So that sounds really interesting. I try to watch current WWE, but I end up on YouTube watching Demolition and Ultimate Warrior. Lance, I don't blame you. I saw something. What was it like? Yeah, so I was watching. You know what I do? That's a little shortcut to watching modern day is just go on YouTube for the live highlights. It's probably like 10 or 12 minutes. And it pretty much summarizes the whole night because I actually watched that before I went on in case we are gonna talk some current WWE because I had to like refresh myself. But yeah, they over there, I don't know what the hell they're thinking about, but like they build the angles too like late. Like one part that bothered me is like, because I've been keeping up, like Seth Rollins is out there or whatever, and there's a Paul Heyman thing. I think he hits him with a chair or some crap. But then, like, Gunther appears out of nowhere and locks him in the sleeper and then points at the WrestleMania sign. And it's like, so this is why is he doing this? Why? Like, why is he? I know he's like Gunther or whatever, but why is he choking Seth Rollins? There's no background. There's no. It's just he's out there and he's giving him the sleeper and he's pointing to the sign like, "Oh, by the way, I have no match at WrestleMania, so here we are." I don't know, man. The build up time is just so slow. Back in my day, but it's true. You'd have build-ups for like 3 months. That's why it's cool that like pay-per-views are like for a year. Because you have like 3 months or 4 months, whatever, to like build up to the pay-per-view. And then it made it worth more. But now it's just like, oh, let's set up like right before WrestleMania a supposed huge angle. So here's my rant on that, baby. I fall asleep to old WWF videos sometimes because when I'm sleeping, I can still hear it and it becomes a part of my dream sometimes. that's that's great, Lance. Damn it. Damn it. That one got me and the tickles. Not only because it's funny, but because I've been there before. I've definitely done that before. Hey, we all live our dreams sometimes. But I definitely hear you. I've definitely had dreams. Like, one of them was crazy. Like, actually, it was a few weeks ago that I went. Well, any dream experts will probably say, like, yeah, you're tortured by yourself. But anywho, I went to, like, back to my childhood. What's it called? There was a store called Zare. And it was pre Ames, pre going out of business. I don't know if those are all around the state or not, or state around the country or not. But anyway, like late 80s, early 90s, they existed. Anywho, I was back there and like they had like the selection that somehow I remembered, like Jake the Snake, Ultimate Warrior. But this time, in this reality or whatever it was, there was a Macho Man there, which isn't true because when I went there was no Macho Man. I specifically looked for him because I wanted him as the bad guy for the Ultimate Warrior. So then he wasn't there, and I was like, oh my god, that Jake the Snake is beautiful. It's a beautiful Jake the Snake, baby. Then I looked at like the build of the figure and the short arm clothesline I was imagining, the DDT arm. I'm like, oh, this is excellent. And in a weird way, I love Macho Man, but I was like, wow, if he was here, I would never really have appreciated this Jake. Jake the Snake, my first Hasbro Ultimate Warrior, my second, because I actually chose that first. Because I was like, all right, I need this. So, little backstory for all you bums out there. Fly the Out says, I hate when they point at the WrestleMania sign. I know, it was like, I thought it was like a thing like, okay, if you win the Royal Rumble, sure. But if you're just doing it to make a match, like, it just takes away from everything, And yeah, now it's like women's intercontinental title, or like tag team titles, or pointing to the WrestleMania sign, or no titles, but we're on a match, yeah. 20-man battle royal, WrestleMania sign. It's like, okay, like the announcers start pointing, I'm gonna announce WrestleMania, and they point to the sign. That's what I'm gonna announce. And like the people that set up the ring, they just like stop their jobs and point at the WrestleMania sign, the refs. I think everybody should do it. We should just waste time and watch people pointing at the WrestleMania sign and seeing how they point at it. That's the new state of wrestling, I think. Makes me want to put like a WrestleMania sign in my bedroom and then, like, you know, during those special times afterwards, maybe pointing to the WrestleMania sign as like a sign of, you know, did a good job in here, you know. I still love Randy Orton. He's been my guy after Hogan, but Hogan still rules, brother. Do you remember the match they had? I remember Randy RKOing him on, like, was it his liver or something? I actually, when I watched that live, it was out of nowhere. I didn't expect it. I know they're feuding, but he slid out there and just bang. So, yeah. No, Randy's effing awesome. I can't believe he's still going, but I guess I can believe he's still going. I mean, the guy's obviously an athlete and, like, just made for wrestling. He's got the pedigree of Cowboy Bob and then Cowboy Bob's dad and all that. But beyond that, you know, he takes that and innovated it into his own style. And, like, guy can play heel, guy can play face. I mean, so he's an obvious Hall of Famer. Is he going to get the title at WrestleMania? I think he should, but that would be my, whatever, feelings. We had Zare in New England. Then it became Ames. Yeah. Now they're a grocery store, stop and shop. Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely, Lance. I don't know if you know, I'm from New Hampshire. Well, originally Boston, but moved to New Hampshire at a young age and then pretty much settled there. That's where the accent comes from. My parents heavy on the accent, and my grandfather. I hate it when they, Fly the Owl says, I hate it when they win the Royal Rumble and point to the sign, too. We all know you get to title shot at WrestleMania. If you win, do we really need to be reminded? Waddy fully agrees. No, I know. It's become cliche. It's just, I'll say, like, if I were to be like, okay, what really bothers me, I would last put winning the Royal Rumble and pointing to the sign. As far as pointing sign agenda, I'm not like exactly. It's like, okay, we've seen this before, so yeah, uniqueness would be appreciated. But beyond that, it's like Gunther comes out, like, pretty much blindsides Seth Rollins, locks him in a sleeper, okay, and then points to the WrestleMania sign. It's like, like, okay, you know, whatever happened to, like, Mean Gene with the event or the updates or whatever. Update with Mean Gene. Well, this SummerSlam is coming down to, you know, and it was like he would announce the match. This just signed. Nails takes on Virgil at SummerSlam 93. You know, so it's like, that was cool. Like, I didn't mind that. But now they got to just point to the WrestleMania sign because everyone's so stupid that they don't know. They got to look at the sign. They got to look at the wrestler pointing at, oh, WrestleMania. That they're not going to face next week on SmackDown. He's pointing at the WrestleMania sign. Oh, Eureka. You know, like, it is pretty cute. I hope Maddie does a. Oh, hold up. I think I'm missing something. Yeah, I definitely am missing something. Was watching classic. This is Lance Bass. Watching classic WWF last night. I didn't know that Cowboy Bob Orton turned on Piper and joined Adrian Adonis. Cowboy wore a pink cowboy hat. Yes, yes, I do. I do remember that. I'm a big Adrian Adonis fan. Say what you want to say, but I thought that dude, after seeing him like as a biker character, how he could switch it on to that sort of in the same vein as Dustin Rhodes with Goldust, how they could just switch into such a, I'll just say, a flamboyant character. I always appreciate it. So yes, I did know that, but it is crazy to think about. Like, you had the WrestleMania 1 unit with, like, Orton, Orndorff, and Piper, with T and Hogan. So, with Superfly on the outside and Orton on the outside. But anywho, yeah, he did. And that was lit for a while. Then he made a team with Don Morocco for a little bit. Why does Lance Bass sound familiar for the In Sync? Dustin agrees. Hope Maddie, this is Lance. Hope Maddie does a classic WWE watch along sometime. I would love you guys' thoughts during the Saturday night's main events and wrestling challenge. That's a great idea. Waddy's, I think, would be a great person to do that. Yeah, he's able, I think he's able to grasp insight pretty quickly and knows enough about it, a lot about wrestling, enough and a lot, if that makes any sense. I mean, so yeah, you'd be great at it. I mean, I'd watch that too. I'd love to get on with them on that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe have like a JR and Jerry Lawler or Bobby Heaton and Gorilla Monsoon or something like that. Um, Yeah, and whenever we get on stream, we always get along great. So I think we'd have a good chemistry on commentary. So Lance, damn it, you might be onto something. Destiny. Also, threats worked. What the hell? Hold on a second. Also, threats worked the last time too. Oh, here we go. Wow, I am slow. Also, threats, if I could read, worked the last time, so let's get 2 more likes before it changes. Yo, wrestling with Sister Shadows. Y'all won't like that. Uh-oh. You heard the lady. And she's tough, believe me. Hold on. Destiny, I sound familiar because I am a Powerball winner. For real, bro? Well, share the love, Lance. Anything for Destiny. Wow. Are you really a Powerball winner, though? Like, I'm very easy to fool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I take people at their words, and then I'm like, is that true? And then a lot of the time I look like an idiot. But at least, like, when it happens, like, it looks like I'm smart. Like, oh, I knew. 50-50, baby. Sometimes you just gotta play the odds. I mean, you can look a fool or open your mouth and leave no doubt. Oh, wait a minute. That was a Jake the Snake line, but also insulting myself. Whatever. And I didn't even bumbox yet. Or take off my pants. Okay, I only regret, but I have but one like to give on this live stream. Lance, 75K and I'll believe you. Whoa! Don't worry, I got you covered for a couple. That's fast. That would be so cool. I watch old WWF shows with Matt and Fly and Bum in the chat. I love 80s. Yeah, no, I mean, not even I would join the chat anytime. But if Fly the L and Matt did that, or Waddy, I call him, for kayfabe reasons, yeah, no, you kidding me? I'd watch that. That'd be effing awesome. So if that's something he wants to do, if he, like, if he see, I don't like pressure statements. I mean, if he wanted to do that and the opportunity was there for me and Flydale was busy, then sure. How's that? Is that fair? Because I hate to like make people like, oh no, yes, now I gotta have him on. I'm not that type of guy. But I'm just saying, if the opportunity presents itself, how about this? To be fair, if the opportunity presents itself and like it works for both parties, then yeah, I think that's fair. Speaking of fair, hold on. Speaking of affairs, no, I'm just kidding. That would be cool. Have to find, says Fly the L. Have to find a way to do it and not get the YouTube police on us. Yeah, I've tried to do a couple. They didn't get taken down. They weren't exactly successful, but what's it called? Some of maybe the first couple wow, I'm so old. PLEs that happened in the beginning of the year. I tried on twice occasion. What I did was I put the volume really low, but like not high enough to really hear. And then I just I just did commentary on the match. More or less an an imitation of Vince McMahon. So it was just like, and here we go. Gunther applies the sleeper. Oh my goodness. Oh. So stuff like that. And then it would be like me just laughing and my hyenas, and then maybe my real voice would come out a few times, but most of the time I was just trying to like imitate like Vince McMahon. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels. So stuff like that. Shawn Michaels didn't appear on the pay-per-view, but I just wanted to show off my introduction to Shawn Michaels. For all the fans. Lance Bass, I think YouTube is copyright things, but we all set a time to watch an old WWF event and chatted during it. That's a good idea, Lance. Oh yeah, WWE don't know the WWF video, right? But Lance said, but also I love when Matt and Fly just do normal streams and chat about fake. Oh yeah, dude, their streams the effing bomb. I always tune into that. By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, which you should already, Monday 7 p.m., Wednesday 7 p.m., and Saturday 7 p.m. We get the Fly show. But why is it a Fly show? Why is it electric? Because we get the Watts of Waddy and we get the Fly the L. So we got Waddy and L, electricity and flight together for one effing show. And it's a great show. I think they got great chemistry, even if they don't agree. Like, they're civil to each other and everything, and that's really cool to see. They can disagree about things, but still, respect each other, but respect each other's differences, and that's a huge deal. And I think that's a kind of like a key in like a host and a co-host. So I think they do an excellent job. So yeah, definitely check that out. I think they do great as like commentary on the old things too. Don't get me wrong, for sure. Lance, I don't collect really. I have my LJN set, but I really enjoy all the figs and seeing them. That's awesome, Lance. Boy, they all know we ain't civil. You take that back, jerk. So, no. Alan Durkin, I haven't seen you in so long. I'm glad to see you. I'm actually so grief with joy. I have not seen you in like 2 months. Alan Durkin, I remember you. How the heck are you? And no, I appreciate the excitement. I mean, like, no, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope all is well for like 2 months. So what's been going on, man? And hopefully you will let me know that. If you want to, you don't gotta say nothing. Like, I'll just say, hopefully the past 2 months has been good to you, and it's been nothing bad. So if you want to talk about it, talk about it. If you don't, that's cool. No disrespect. Here we go. I've been talking about this. I've been yapping about this. I've been just not doing this. But we're going to do this. So this is Grapplers and Gimmicks Tatanka. This is the 93 edition. Hold up. Elder again in the crate. Why did they put Danhausen in it? Edition of Don Chris Jericho. I'll be happy to see you return. Danhausen in the before I open Danhausen in the crate. I don't know. It obviously went over like a lead balloon. I mean, the audience was I don't know why they were expecting Jericho to come out of a crate. I don't think he'd do something like that, to be honest. However, I think the crowd was expecting that for some reason. So when Danhausen came out, like a good portion of the audience was like, "Who the f is this?" You know what I mean? Because Danhausen has a following. He's very popular, but like not everyone knows of him. And some people that are inside the WWE bubble probably didn't even know he existed. I think fandom grew as like he appeared, and then everyone started looking him up. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, I like this guy," and now he's over. But that first night was rough. So yeah, man. What was the other thing? Edition of Chris Jericho. I think there's hope for that. I mean, like it would make sense. And if they really like, and I'm not a big Gunther guy, but if they really wanted to get him over, I thought maybe he'd have Jericho's retirement match. Now, would that be my most exciting match to see? No. You know, I'd rather see Punk and Jericho go for it in the last match of Jericho, but you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. Yeah, well, the appreciative of Lance and his kind and true words. Flavio, Chris Jericho just came back to AEW this week. Oh, I didn't see that. So, oof. Never mind. I might have to take that take back. No, I don't know. I mean, he's up there obviously in the age department. And he seems like someone that would be fine with that and probably continuing on with Fozzy and everything. Yeah, that definitely kind of puts things into a different perspective. Like, how long's the contract? And like, he's up there. So this might be the last contract. So I guess he's probably, my guess would be do the retirement tour in AEW. So kind of sucks, but let's be honest, like, you know, the dude, since he's been pushing 50, has not been anything. I mean, it's awesome that he's went this long, but, like, since he's been pushing 50, he's kind of a liability out there. So, you know, if he came to WWE, it would have been like, yeah, hopefully people carry him. And it's not, I mean, geez, like I said, like, dude was like solid all the way up, but I think like, well, it comes a time, Father Time comes knocking at the door and he says, tick tock, and he ain't talking about no app. He's talking about your clock, about living. So, like, you know, time is running short. you know? So I think this AAW contract, I imagine, will be his last contract. So I don't think we'll see him in WWE now that Fladio volunteered that information, and I appreciate that he did. More likes, guys, Dustin. Gross, Gunther. Yeah, I don't like him either. Alan Durkin, I have 4 wrestling figures first. One being Jey Uso, second being Randy, third being Shawn Michaels, last one Rey Mysterio, which came with a lowrider car. Hell yeah, Alan Durkin. Yeah, that's a cool set. I've been meaning to get that. I want that car. And the figures, the figure's effing awesome, but like, I really want that car because I like how it's a wrecking thing, but like, it also got the hydraulics and everything. Because any Eddie Guerrero figure, whatever scale you're into, like in a Ray in the passenger, Eddie in the driver's seat. I mean, it's effing perfect. It's so cool that they make things like that, you know? That's awesome. And I love all the other figures too, man. You can launch the figure. That's effing awesome. And also, you can get the lowrider bit. Press the license plate on the each side. Oh, okay. That's effing awesome, man. No, that's cool. I kind of am kicking myself because they were like, what's it called, on Black Friday or Christmas? They were mad cheap. I think they were like $25. Should have got one of the bad boys because I think they're back to like 40 plus bucks. So good for you for scooping it. I gotta get that myself. I'm falling behind. Like, I actually got the monster truck from the Wreckin'. Reason being is I don't like. Well, I do play with these, except I try to record it and make it a fan fig fed. And I do it by myself too, with no shame and nobody around. But I try to like record it to try to make the best out of my crazy and messed up imagination. So hell yeah, I gotta get that lowrider. Long story long. Flavio agrees. Alright, damn it. Nobody's fault. I love talking. But I do want to open this. Because tomorrow night, if you haven't heard, hold on. Let me do this actually, no. Tomorrow night, if you haven't heard, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, which is tomorrow night, Waddy from Waddy's channel, a.k.a. Damien Riot, will be talking about the Bash and Booger, LJN, Maniac Riot Wrestling, though. Figgy Poo Baby. But in my own selfish interest, I want to get this effing Tatanka out of the package. So that's what we're going to do. Quick view at the Hasbro, or bro, if you will. And now I'm trying to peel it off. Gloves. Not too. Oh! 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 Oh no! Tomahawk! Phone down! Phone down! Tomahawk down! Oh no! Oh crap, I don't want to try to find that effing thing. Damn it! I should have been more careful. Whoa, is the tomahawk on me, Crouch? Yay! 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 There it is! Oh, I thought it fell on the ground, baby, and I'd be spending all night. So let's look at the naked figure. He's got his necklace. That can move, baby. We got the likeness. Hell yeah, the body type looks pretty precise. He's got his loincloth. Where's bro? I'm like, bro. That's the true bro. Now we look at. We would see his bum, but oh, seductive. Covering it with a loincloth to let everybody wonder how'd that bum look. They don't know, though. He's got a loincloth. Whereas a Hasbro, you can fully see the nice butt cheeks of Tatanka, Native American superstar. Works hard on his buns. Nice, glistening buns. However, the true Tatanka is keeping it a mystery. He wants people to wonder, like, how round and glazed are those cheeks? You never know. So we got his movable necklace. We get the red hair to symbolize all the Native American tribes that have bled their blood for the Native Americans. So there you go. Which, let's not get it wrong, like, the Hastel has it. Well, the Hastel has it, but the Hasbro has it too, baby. Button heads. So you look at the back, you get this pony tee from the Hastel, and you get this more, I'm gonna say, elaborate, like, effing hair tie. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know which one's accurate. I'm gonna have to look back at the tape. Or maybe these are two different errors. I think this is 93. Maybe this is like late 92 or something. So don't get it twisted. So now we got a choppy poo hand, which is very tight, and the arm is very tight. We get this arm tight. Oh, that head, baby. Twist all the way about. Look at that. I even did a circumference effing turn. That's how turny poo this is. Now, his necklace got all effed up. Oh, look at that waist. You can hear that waist, that initial, like, plastic, like, first movement. Like, oh, it's like a relief, or to me at least, like, an appropriate relief, but a relief nonetheless. So, we get to Tonks here. And we get to Tonks here. Skin tone, definitely different. You can judge for yourself which is more accurate, baby. I'd have to relook. But definitely a different skin tone. Now, the difference is besides the tomahawk. So, let's see. He's got this circle in his hand, and on this channel, we all know what that means. Handies. He's good at giving handies. So let's give him a handy. We'll start with the tomahawk and work our way up. Ken the tomahawk. This is live, baby. This is live, pal. Trying to get the... Oh, no. Uh-oh. This might be an ish. To the U. Ooh, this is not fitting, baby. Oh, no. Live bloopers. This is... I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Guess... Alright, this tomahawk, damn it. I don't think it's fitting in his mother effing hand. Let me give the handy a BJ. Okay. Oh no, it's bending and it's gonna break. Alright. Not cool. Don't like that. Gonna be honest. Alright, let me try to remain positive. Will this head effing dress effing thing fit on his effing head? Okay, now we got something going here. Yay! Hey! Hold on. Yay! Yay! Oh, why is there always one thing? If the tomahawk effing fit, oh, I'm trying so. Oh. Okay, we barely get it in. It's facing towards him, but we'll take it. Like, my name is Tatanka. I might chop myself in the face when I do not follow the moon or the wolf or the lone wolf because he might attack my pee-pee. So you got that. And I'm talking like you gotta lube this thing up or something, man. You gotta put some KY jelly on the end of the stick and slide it through right as handy. Because, oh, the headdress falling on me crotch, where everything else goes for some, it's all attracted to my crotch. Who knew? So yeah, you gotta either like grease that bad boy up by the handle and do it slow and sensual, and maybe it can fit in his little handy poo. But we'll say there they are together. Is it a bad figure? No. It's actually pretty damn good. I like how at least the headdress, it's on there enough where it's, it's not tipping off or anything, and that looks sick enough. Do I wish the tomahawk effing thing fit in his hand? Yes. But he can give a good handy for anyone that's interested. But, some of the smaller guys, because that hole, too small, baby. So if you get some of your smaller wrestlers in the PB department, Tatanka's got the hand for you. But the tomahawk ain't fitting in his damn hand. And that's a little disappointing, damn it. But would I still recommend this figure? I would, because holy crap, this headdress is effing awesome. The likeness is good. Everyone talks about long arms or whatever. This is pretty dang spot on. I mean, they might even look short compared to like certain arms, but I think this is pretty dang realistic. So as far as scaling, the loincloth, the everything else, the headdress, the necklace, my only thing would be the tomahawk not fitting. Otherwise, I'd say I approve, damn it. And I do approve because I don't even care that tomahawk doesn't fit. Would I like it to? Yes. But I could still have the figgy like this. And wow, this is damn good. I love this headdress, damn it. You can have IRS steal it or whatever because he didn't pay his taxes on it. You can do whatever you want. Before I move him from camera and he tips this little thing off. So there you go. Did I miss anything? Yes, I did. Oh no. What happened? Okay. Folio likes it nice. Alan Durkin forgot to set him up with a crutch and a baseball bat. Handy's Tatanka tested, Abdullah approved. Says why it should fit eventually. I have a question. Do you get the ambulance? Because I want to see it if you do. Oh, Alan, damn it. You're right. That's one thing I meant to pick up. For the fig fit I picked up like, I don't know, maybe it was like a little people ambulance or something from like a thrift store. And it's got the sirens and everything, but I definitely want the slambulance, which is, I believe, what you're talking about. So you reminded me that is something I need because I'm relaunching the bum fig fed this coming summer. So, yeah, I gotta grab that for sure. Thank you for reminding me. So we coming up on an hour, poo. This is like just sort of something I wanted to put together because, like I said, if you didn't hear before, tomorrow night at 7 in my usual time spot, it's gonna be different and it's gonna be a special event where I'm gonna have my buddy Waddy, the owner of MRW Maniac Riot Wrestling figure line, and with the new release, or not release, but the new prototype that has been able to be shown to, like, let people know what's going on, has been out there, and I just want to talk about it and, get the deets on it and everything. So that should be a damn good time. So with that being said, I didn't want to hold things up. As you see, it took me like 45 minutes to do a bumboxing. So yeah, I don't want to hold things up. And then, oh, by the way, I promised to open this. And yeah, we've been talking. So, thank you for letting me bumbox this. It felt like I didn't waste just opening a package, which is something I don't want to do nowadays since I do live stream and bumbox and unbox. So I always want to open things in front of anybody that wants to see them, check them out and everything. And that's weird, baby. So I appreciate y'all. Definitely, if you're gonna come by, you come by tomorrow at 7 p.m. where it's myself, it's Waddy from Waddy's channel. I wouldn't even call it an interview. I just call it a chat about things that are coming up for MRW and everything and the Bash and Booger prototype. So it's gonna be a dang good time. Ellen Durkin says the figure comes with a necklace with a Mysteria. You can put it around your arms and then put that arm upwards, and then you can put them on the turnbuckle. Whoa. Man, when I was a kid, I wish they had all this stuff, man. I don't know if there could have been the limo with rhythm and blues. If they have even released rhythm and blues, you could have the limo or DDP driving. But I appreciate y'all coming by, man. See you then, buddy. Yeah, Waddy, definitely. See you tomorrow, 7 p.m. I want to say thanks to Waddy, thanks to Destiny, Sister Shadows, Fly the L as always, Alan Durkin for the return, and anybody else who commented and was cool. Oh, there was Gilbert Gottfried. Gottfried came by. He subbed up. Thank you for subbing up. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this one, you're going to effing definitely enjoy tomorrow night. So come by at 7 p.m. Check it out on this Chan. It will be myself and Waddy talking about the man's figure line. It's an actual figure line with legitimate product. So check it out. And if I had anything else to say, I'd just say